Hey, what's up everyone? Luke Garrity here from Confluence Outfitters, and I have a quick river report for you covering the Lower Sacramento River, the Upper Sacramento River, and then the Trinity River. Okay, so let's talk about the Lower Sacramento River. The river is still a little muddy. Visibility, as far as I can tell, I checked twice yesterday on a float I was on. I measured it twice and it was under 2 feet in both locations. Obviously, it can depend on where you're at on the river to see whether it's muddier or clearer. I'm sure other people have found different measurements there, but that's what I saw. We did catch some fish yesterday. It's obviously not ideal conditions, but it's not, unfishable for sure. We caught fish on rubber legs, egg patterns, and then also we got one fish on one of my guests caught a fish on a small size 18 nymph. So even though the visibility is under 2 feet, apparently they can see those small size 18 fish, or flies I should say, on the river. So that was kind of cool. It's getting a little bit better, and hopefully it'll clear up sooner than later. A lot of us are anxious to be out here on the river more. So that's the Lower Sacramento River, and that's kind of how it's fishing. The Upper Sacramento River, I can tell you right now, is gorgeous. There are a fair amount of caddis. The October caddis are showing up here in November, obviously. That's kind of well known. You can also catch fish on, the typical nymphs, and you can do a hopper dropper thing. I like to do a lot of Euro nymphing up there, or the tight line nymphing, as we like to call it, up there. Also throwing streamers for some of those fish that come up out of the lake. That's also working. The river up there, the Upper Sacramento River, from Dunsmuir down, depending on the weather and if there's rain, can obviously go from being pretty low to the 300, 400 cubic feet per second, all the way up to over 1,000. But the nice thing about that river is that when it starts to drop, it clears up pretty quick and the fishing can be good. So I would really encourage you to think about that as being an option for your fall, winter fishing. If you're looking for somebody to take you up there and to do a guided trip, I would love to do that. I love fishing the Upper Sacramento River, and I love fishing it this time of year and through the winter, because I've been able to connect with some pretty good large lake fish. They're essentially like what I guess people in the Great Lakes call steelhead. They're not saltwater rainbow trout, but they are definitely large, and they are they're really fun to catch. So anyway, that's a fun thing to do from now until about March is when I generally stop seeing as many of those. So like I said, the Upper Sacramento River, great option. Lots of good opportunities for streamer fishing. You can do dry fly fishing. You can do hopper dropper, or dry dropper, I should say. And then also, tight line Euro nymphing is really an effective way to do it as well. Or you can use an indicator. All those options are available up there. Now, as far as the Trinity River goes, it's fishing good to great. Obviously, it's steelheading. So like I always like to tell people that, with steelheading, you can go on trips and your expectations, you have to manage them. It can be really tough sometimes. Touching one fish, one adult, is considered a great day. And obviously you can have really super great days, and then it can be just normal steelheading where you just got to keep after it. But it's such an amazing thing to do, because when you do touch one, you get to see one. It's just pretty epic. But Trinity is still fishing good though. The water is low right now. It's clear. We could use some more rain. We've had a little bit of rain here and there, but it hasn't been, the massive rains that I think we've kind of had on the forecast a couple times, and then we didn't really get it. So, but anyway, what's working over there? Rubber legs, egg imitations, small nymphs. Those are all things you should definitely be throwing if you're over there. But anyway, myself and a bunch of our other guides at Confluence Outfitters would love to take you out. So if you are looking for a guided trip, we would love to take you. You can go to confluenceoutfitters.com right here, or you can also, follow us, like and subscribe on our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel, and stay up to date on what's going on.